What's up, y'all? What it do? This your girl, Mz'Tee, not your ordinary black advocate, pro-black advocate, I should say, founder of the pro-black movement. Now, I'm gonna start off with, I know I'm a little bit much to take because, as I said, I'm not your average. I'm a little bit more aggressive than the rest. So I guess I kind of strike some nerves with a lot of people, both white and black, to the point where my message ain't getting across, especially using Facebook, social media, things of that nature, because you have to kind of alter the truth. And I'm not willing to do that. I'm not willing to mislead or alter the truth or anything of that nature for fame, fortune, and things like that. And because I'm so aggressive, I can come off kind of harsh sometimes. And I realize that. But it's all done out of love. And I mean, and if y'all can't tell that what I do stems from the passion and the love that I have for my people, then we're worse off than what I thought we were. At first, when I first started advocating, I thought that it was awareness that was the problem. We wasn't aware of certain resources. We wasn't aware of that we also sharing the same struggle, the black oppression, and how they've been doing us over the years. Because, of course, they educated us, and they're not gonna teach us things like the Civil War was a race war. That we won our freedom, but we won our freedom, but they kept our mindsets. We became mentally enslaved to them to the point that we thought that we needed them, because if you really research your history, like I have, that's how I can be so aggressive about what's what, because I know, and it makes me angry at the fact of how damaged the black mindset is. That what the whole pro-black movement is all about. It's about changing your mindset. All this black on black hate, they teaching us to hate each other and love them. And we go along with it. The other day here, I was, my cousin them come to the house and tell me that my neighbor, little kids, had got into it with the pizza lady. And they had took the lady pizza and she was calling the police or whatever. So I went out there and I went next door and I was talking to the lady. I said, excuse me. I said, their mother's not home. I'm their neighbor. I said, can we, talk about this? Can I get them to give, pizza back and apologize? Because they're not, I didn't know what was going on. You understand what I'm saying? So that's what I was trying to do, for us to sit down as a group rationally, as black people, so that we can get along. Understand the lady, I'm pressing charges. She's an older black lady. I'm pressing charges. I'm pressing charges. And the ignorance was just so strong that I knew that I couldn't get through to her. So when I left, the young lady come outside and she's trying to rationalize with the lady, and the lady same thing. I'm calling, nope, nope. And so then when I was getting ready to go back over there, but I seen that the police had pulled up, so I went back. And when the police pulled up, she went to talking or whatever. And I don't really care for police. Everybody already know it. But this time, they made her look real stupid. Now, before the police came up and said what they said, my friend was asking me, why did I go and, try and talk to the lady, stop her from pressing charges. And if the kid, I said, I don't even know what's going on. I said, but back in the day, when your parents went at home, your neighbor watched them over you. She's a single mom and, trying to raise her kids. Yeah, the kids is out of line, but ain't nothing for them to do. Yeah, there's a lot of kids that go over there, but they do like other kids do, just sit outside, have fun. Nothing. They never disrespectful to me. So this is what I judge them on. So when the police and everybody else come and try and get at them, I'm like, hold on. Because even if they are wrong, they could be saved. It's up to us. You understand? To take that higher road. So this lady going up, but the police just so happen to tell her, ma'am, you wrong. They paid for this food. So technically, you stealing from Domino's. She felt so stupid. You understand what I'm saying? And everybody else that blamed them kids just off judgment because she was an adult and they was a kid. Yeah, they seen her, the kids getting angry at her, but that's because she was doing them wrong. But to the outsider looking in, without knowing what's going on, it looked like the kids was in the wrong. But until the police came and let her know, no, ma'am, you in the wrong. They paid for this pizza. They supposed to show the credit card. It was Domino's, but they didn't. And she wanted them to show ID. That's not your policy. Your policy is to show the debit card. You understand? I've been hearing a lot about this. You know, the 4 guys back in Grand Rapids, Michigan, my hometown. That was my cousin's children who they pulled the gun out on the 4 young children. And I tried to wonder, they were going to justify that. You understand what I'm saying? Because of they put black youth in certain positions, and then the mainstream media and the police are always the victim, no matter how much evidence that we show. Now they supposed to be so scared of us, but yet still they want to keep wanting to come in our community. You would think that if they were so scared of us, they would avoid working in our community. But they enjoy that power, that control. Like the war on drugs, they profited trillions from that. Made our community war zones. And now that it's in a recession, they want to do gentrification and move us out into their raggedy homes that it costs us a lot to take care of. While they reap the rewards of fixing up old places. But we allow them to do that. When we talk about our neighbors, when we don't do, you know what I'm saying, what we're supposed to do, we allow that. And then we want to blame somebody else. We don't want to organize. We don't want to come together. You know, back in the day, the Black Panthers, they organized and marched their own communities. Y'all scared of the youth. Y'all scared of the police. You scared of the government. You know, where is these black, you know, warriors and things that we had today? Y'all want to say y'all gods, then y'all do godly things. You can't play chicken and blame the youth for things that you lack it, because we don't do for our kids the way our parents did. We need these kids out here to suffer. We need these kids out here to try and provide for their own and make their own way, and then we want to judge them. There's no jobs out here for you and me. I'm college educated. But y'all want to judge me because I refuse to slave for less money than I was making before I got these so-called college degrees that's supposed to make the way for us. Look, they own all the businesses. You tell a black person to start your own business, they got 100 million excuses as to why not. But I give you one reason why you should. To leave something to your kids. To leave them a future. You can't leave them your job at this position that you held for 25 years working for this white man. You can't leave them that. Then they'd fire you at the drop of a dime. They ain't got no loyalty, no love for you, but you got total love for them. You depended upon them. You too scared to do what you want, so they got in them blacks' head that we need them. They promised us reparation. It's all up in the Constitution, but will blacks fight for it? They say, no, we don't deserve it because we gonna blow it. This is what black leaders are saying. And you wonder why we ain't ahead? Ain't nobody out here fighting for us. And the ones that do fight for y'all, like me, y'all want to tear down. Because I ain't getting those Facebook likes. Excuse my French, but fuck a Facebook like. This is your life. This is your kid's life. Y'all on here having fun. First I had to show y'all was talking about me being on there 24 hours a day. I was on there advocating. I was on there trying to help, trying to do something constructive. But like always, the devils teach y'all how to use it to destruct yourself. Self-destruction. Y'all only liking certain people, picks, popular people. That's bullying. That's bullying. The things that y'all talk about are the very same things that you do. Now these boys that, like I said, the police do the gun on, they have meetings with the commissioners and whatever, and they justified it. Yesterday, they killed a little black boy, 18 years old, talking about he drew a gun on them. And you hear all these comments from these racist mugs and these self-hatred black people, excuse me, that want to say, oh, he had the gun. They don't shoot to kill white people. They justified in drawing guns on little black kids for no reason other than the fact that they black. Y'all cool with that? Y'all want to run down here to these commissioners' meetings and things like y'all making check. You ain't doing nothing. Adding to this Facebook hype. Y'all get on the social media stuff all day long. You want to play like you a kid. You could be doing something constructive if you got that much time. Y'all want to talk about people who don't have jobs and on Facebook, social media. It's worse when you got a job and you always on that mug. And you're not acting like mature, responsible adults with the topics of your conversation. Like these kids ain't watching. Then y'all sponsoring these shows like Love and Hip Hop Empire. Y'all faithfully watch that bull. Self-destruction, but then when the black youth do it, y'all got something to say? Y'all always the damn victims. You ain't the victim, you're the problem. Until you get together and become productive members of society and take it back to the old days. We didn't have this problem with our parents. You know why? Because our parents wasn't worried about being on social media all day having fun. Here that these people, like my neighbor, got to work 2 jobs. So she can't be at home with her kids. So we got only one choice. Either we got to raise them or we got to provide for them. The prison system that separated the men from the women made us hate each other. And all we can do is look at each other negative and worship these white people. We afraid of the police. That's why we got to keep guns. It's not like these mothers ain't just shooting black people like it ain't nothing. But we're not entitled to be afraid of them. But they get paid to be afraid of us. All that drug money, all the boys busting in, putting half our families in prison. Where the fathers is missing their kids' life for selling drugs. We all use some form of drug. Why is it okay for them to tell us what drug we can use when our meat and shit is poisoning us? We can't eat chicken. We can't eat tilapia. We can't eat this. But y'all want to contemplate on drugs? Especially weed. Y'all trip me out when y'all want to say, oh, they on drugs. They was on weed. But more people die from cigarettes, alcohol, everything else than weed. But y'all don't research nothing. Y'all all about the hype. The Facebook light. Get y'all together. Grow up. Because they looking at y'all and they looking at y'all ignorance. They do y'all doing exactly what they want them to do. I ain't got time to be fighting with my own people. I fight with these white mugs all day till the sound come home. But to fight with y'all too, y'all done lost your mind. Y'all done depressed me enough. I'm finna go live. I want y'all to follow me. After all that, you know what I'm saying? But y'all know me. I ain't gonna sugarcoat nothing. This is how I feel. If you can't respect that and if you ain't on the same page, I don't want you following me no way. So that's why I have been deleting people, you know, because I feel like it's a waste of my energy to keep saying the same things and the same people ain't listening. But they want to always tell me where I'm wrong at when they ain't researching nothing. I'm going to do a series breaking down the government, starting with the friend of the court. Y'all look out for me because I got a lot more videos coming because I got a lot more to say. But we're going to get this together one way or another. You don't have to like the video. As long as you listen and you hear what it is that I got to say, I'm good. Because I don't need the fame. I've been popular all my life. And if you follow money, you following the devil. If money make you, if I got to make so much money for you to respect me, if I got to have this certain title for you to respect me, knowing that what I say is the truth, you got some other kind of problem that I can't help you with. So I'm going to put it out there for those that's listening. Those that not, whatever. But these police got to be held accountable. They have to get got. And I'm not talking violent. There's more ways to getting it than obeying. Because y'all act like y'all begging them is going to make them change. You see it's getting worse because they know y'all ain't going to do nothing about it. There's no black unity. That's what they're afraid of because they know we come together. We're forced to be reckoned with. But they freed us, our bodies, but our minds. They ain't even really freed our bodies because the prison system is modern day slavery. Y'all don't care about that. Double laws, the white lie, it's always been Jim Crow laws. But y'all still obey them and then y'all still judge black people on white man laws until they come to you. Then you want to have something to say about it. Then you want to do. But if you come together before, you wouldn't even have this problem. So again, y'all to blame for y'all stuff. Get this together. This Mz'Tee. One love. You know, I'm talking too much. My mouth getting dry, but I mean everything I say. And I ain't going to record over this because that ain't how I do. It is what it is with me. So y'all be blessed. One love. I'm out.